Hi everyone, I'm Susan from susanwinter.net. So nice to have you join me. I know that a big issue that I see all the time on my page is about breakups. And it is a really big thing to go through a breakup. But I want to present this. It's a little bit different form of discussion in case you really don't have to break up. See, the problem is that in our world, until very, very recently, we have had static formats for how relationships should look. You may indeed be in a situation with a partner where you guys get along great, but the format in which you are trying to place your partnership is not working for either one of you. And if this happens to be your case, I urge you to do creative thinking. I urge you, whether this is the example that works for you or not, open up your mind, because if you have a relationship where both you and your partner really enjoy being together, but there's something that isn't working because you're trying to put it into a traditional format, I urge you to stand back, open your mind, and brainstorm with your partner. It could be that you just don't want to live together, that you love being together. You love the sex, you love the companionship, but you're both either at an age or of a disposition where you like your independence. Now, this can be a problem for everyone around you. You know what your friends are going to say and your family, but wait, you were married or you were living together and now you're going to date them and they're getting an apartment? Like, it looks like a downgrade of what you had, because we hold as, the example, the marriage and the living together. And I am not in any way knocking that. However, I want to create more avenues for each one of you to find your unique a la carte design. I have been harping on this for 20 years because I knew the minute that I fell in love with a much younger man, I was like, oh my God, I'm way out here. I'm doing something way outside the norm. But it was in no way less valid, but I had to create new ways of being in my head, and I had to create explanations for friends and family who were concerned in watching me. And then I realized that in my entire dating history, it has never wanted to be formula. Love, intimacy, and partnership, got no problem with that. Monogamy, love it. However, the construct may be different. And now, as I have had different parts of my life, each relationship has been cast in a different type of container, meaning that you and your partner, instead of just assuming you have to break up because they are so messy and you're so clean, because you need psychic space to do your creativity, because whatever the rules are for being a couple just aren't working for you guys. If you have decided that what you have together is so awesome that you're going to preserve it, then I ask you to really open up the box, open up your minds, start doing it piece by piece. Both of you negotiating back and forth. What do you want? I love being with you, but I just spend 3 nights a week. I don't know, maybe do something one day on the weekend. Okay, let's start with that. What happens is this is fluid. You get to negotiate. You get to test it out. Just because you can't do traditional with this person doesn't mean it can't be your love. And don't feel that you have to follow the rules of the standard that we've been given. This is where everybody has to be creative. And if you have enough in common with your partner that you can truly communicate with them, truly talk to them, try every combination possible. Now, this might mean there'll be times you'll try something and it doesn't feel right. And if you have tried enough things that don't work, and you've run out of solutions, then maybe the answer for you both is to separate. Maybe. But before we assume that this kind of known partnership isn't working, I would ask you to speak with your partner honestly, creatively, and be very clear about what would indeed work. Oftentimes it's not the love that's lacking. It's the way in which we are expected to unite and the things that that entails as far as our social responsibilities. And if you can start to unpack those and start anew with your own formula, your own recipe, and add in piece by piece the things you like, you may just find the most creative solution to not breaking up. I wish you well. Thanks a lot. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Please subscribe to this channel. Check out my iTunes page, The Susan Winter Show, and visit my website. Lots of articles and things for you there. Thanks a lot.